Today is the day I've been looking forward to for a very long time. This field right here, this is gonna be my new place to hunt, which I'm pretty stoked about. Here's the plan. I've got about an acre field here, and I'm gonna be planting it with sunflowers for some dove hunting. Tractor's coming. We're gonna be tilling this up. We're gonna broadcast the seeds, and we're gonna turn this field into a dove hunting heaven. Now, if you look, this field got trees on one edge. There's a pond right here, and then there's more trees out there. I've shot doves out at this property before, so I think this is gonna be good. All right, so we got the Turbo Max running behind the tractor right now, and that's just breaking up the top layer of the soil. So this was a bean field, but we gotta work the ground a little bit, get it ready to plant. We're gonna broadcast the seed. And so to do that, we're using that Turbo Max, which honestly, it looks like something that'll chop things up into tiny little bits. It's got all kinds of blades and things on it. It's pretty cool. But this is looking really good. It's got nice texture to it. It's kind of just loosened up the ground to get us ready to plant. So we're gonna let my uncle finish up with that, and then we'll get ready to put some seed down into the ground. All right, so when it comes to seed, what I'm gonna be using is some black oil sunflower seeds. This is actually a bag of bird seed. I think it's like 26 bucks or something. I could have gone with an actual planting seed, but with this being the first time doing this and kind of having to be a trial run, I didn't want to invest a whole bunch of money into expensive seed, and I wasn't able to get a small enough quantity of like Clearfield sunflowers to plant just 1 acre. So I had to go to Home Depot, grab this and a couple bags of fertilizer, and we're going to be broadcasting these black oil sunflower seeds onto this field. So after doing some research and looking into it, it sounds like one 20-pound bag is good for 1 acre. So it makes it really easy. I've got a broadcast spreader, and we're gonna just walk this field broadcasting the seeds and get them into the ground. The reason why I'm wanting to do this is, one, it's fun, and two, I wanna learn how to do this and learn how to manage properties to, you know, better hunting ground. You know, I'm doing this just for fun, to have a private dove field in an area that historically I've had some dove hunts at and been doing pretty well. So I figured I might as well put in a field and just see how it goes. My biggest concern out here is actually just the deer. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having a private spot, a private dove field that's managed for doves, and having a spot that I know I can go to. I can hunt with the dog and just have it just be me and the dog, maybe one other person. And I don't know if we're gonna shoot limits out of this field, to be real honest with you, but I do think that it's going to provide some really good hunting if the sunflowers produce. There's other things in this series that's going to be coming down the line, some other things I'm going to be doing out here to improve this, to make it better hunting, and to make this field really attract some doves. I think we have a good location. I think we picked a perfect day to plant. It's like late April, almost the 1st of May. We're going to get these in the ground 120 days later. They're going to be at maturity, and we'll be ready to hunt some doves on September 1st. So it's got good location, meaning we got trees, we're gonna have some clean ground. I might actually see about doing some other stuff that we'll get into later, and we got some water right here. So I think this has kind of got everything going for it to make it a really good spot to dove hunt. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start broadcasting these seeds out. I got my lawn spreader, so we're gonna be using that. I'm gonna play around with the setting and see if I can find, you know, the right gap for this, so it might take a little bit to get that dialed in. I'll let you guys know what I set this at if you guys plan on doing something similar to this. So we're just gonna go ahead and fill this up, start walking, and plant our sunflower field. I'm pumped. Let's go ahead and get these seeds in the ground. We got some rain coming tomorrow, so I think this is gonna be a great time to put the seed in and get this dove field up and rolling. Here's a look at the seed. Looks like some of them are broken open. Most of them are intact though, so I think that'll work. Little update for you guys. This is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Seeds are down, and I'm in the process of putting fertilizer down. I'm putting down 13, 13, 13, and just put the last bag in. So we're gonna run until it's done, and then we're gonna pull that over it, a little harrow. So, all right, back to work. Well, the field has been planted. Now it's time for Mother Nature to do her work and hopefully bring some rain, let these sunflowers grow. I'm really excited, and as I picked up the camera to film this, a dove just flew over. So if that's a sign for anything, I think that would be a sign. This was a lot of work. I had that spreader set at like 2 3/4 when I was spreading seed, and it was spreading pretty good, but I had a lot left over after I did 2 passes over the field. So I'd probably set it a little bit higher if you're trying to get it all done in one swoop. But I think because I had to go over it so many different times, there's a lot of really good seed coverage out here. So this is an acre, a whole acre that's gonna be sunflowers that I'm gonna be dove hunting this fall. Well, it's safe to say that my plan is working. We are at the dove field. This is the sunflower field that I planted about a month ago, and holy smokes, guys, this thing looks fantastic. I threw the drone up in the air to get some video, and it looks completely different on the drone view than it does down here on the ground. So we've got tons of sunflowers, but we've also got some weeds, and so I'm gonna spot spray this today and work on some of the grasses. Since these are sunflowers and they're not clear-filled sunflowers, I'm not able to use a broadleaf herbicide. So I'm hoping that a lot of these broadleaf weeds get shaded out by the sunflowers and don't cause a huge problem. But we're gonna just take a quick gander over here at all of these sunflowers. Look at this. Now the spacing on these bad boys, not that great. We did broadcast these, and you can see there's kind of strips. As you remember from the previous video, the tractor had a harrow behind it after we put the seed down. To cover it with dirt, we used a harrow, and where the harrow met in the middle, I think it moved some seed there. So we got some thick strips, but even out here in the middle, there's some gaps, which is no big deal. That's fine by me. But for the most part, we got decent coverage. I haven't even walked down to the far end of the field, but it looks, from looking down there, it looks pretty thick. So let's go check that out. But we've got, man, there's sunflowers everywhere. One thing I wanted to look for while I was out here to see if we got any damage from the deer. I was concerned that the deer would pose a risk to the sunflowers. Deer tend to think they're nice little snacks, but it doesn't seem, at this point, I don't see any areas where the plants have been kind of lopped off at the top, which is good. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with these sunflowers being so spread out in some places and so congested in others. I'm going to guess the ones that have better spacing are going to grow to be taller, just a little less competition, but we'll find out. We've got some this one's a dandy. So it's growing nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 6 leaf stage at this point, most of them. So this is actually my first time coming out here to look at the field since I planted it. I've gotten a couple pictures from family members who've come out and checked it out, but this is my first time. So let's go ahead and take a look at this side of the field. It looks pretty good. There's a lot of grass mixed in here, but overall, I mean, we got sunflowers. We got a lot of them. This is very, very, very exciting. Based on the pictures I got from my family members that came out and sent me pictures, I figured this right here would be what the field really looks like, but to my surprise, there's a little bit of broadleaf weeds, but I thought there was gonna be a lot more grass, but the grass seems to really just be around the edges. I was thinking that the whole field was gonna look something like that, but to my surprise, it looks more kind of like that. So a little bit of weeds, some grass, not a whole lot. So when it comes to herbicide, this is what I've got. I've got some Grass Out Max. So there's a lot of research I had to do to figure out herbicides for these sunflowers, the black oil sunflowers. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video, and if you guys didn't tune into the last one, this was a bag of birdseed. So it's not like planting seed. We just grabbed a bag of birdseed from Home Depot and threw it on the ground and it all grew. So herbicide options are pretty limited, and so I had to find something that would only target the grasses. And so this is clethodim, which that is a chemical that only targets grass. So broadleaves will be safe, so the sunflowers will be all right, but all the other broadleaf weeds will also be all right. So we're just gonna take care of the grass and just hope that the sunflowers will eventually shade out whatever else is growing in there, but only time will tell. So let's get to spraying. So there you have it. We have sprayed all of the grasses. Most of the grass in the field is actually just along the edges. I went through the middle. There was really not much for grass out there. There might be a little bit, but nothing like around the edges. Most of the stuff in the middle is a broadleaf weed that looks like this. So hopefully it doesn't get too tall. Hopefully it's just like a little kind of low plant on the ground and gets shaded out. But all in all, for this being just a bird seed food plot, like, I am impressed. I think here within the next few weeks, once the plants get a little bigger, a little wider, I think we'll really get to see what's gonna happen with this field. But all in all, that's we've done our work for today. Probably need to come out a few more times and keep up on spraying the grass. The biggest thing with a dove food plot is you want to have clean ground. You want to have dirt exposed. You don't want to have a lot of grass or a lot of weeds, because the doves need to be able to find the food really easily. So the field is looking good. We're going to keep up on those weeds and hopefully be shooting some doves in here this fall. I'm excited. Cora's excited. And we've got some other stuff coming down the line to make this like the dove hunting heavens. Well, it wasn't too long ago when I came up with the plan to make a dove hunting heaven. The last time that I checked on the sunflower field was Memorial Day weekend, and now we're the weekend after the 4th of July. So it's been probably about 5 weeks or so since I looked at it. And let me tell you guys, things are looking fantastic. Now, I don't know if it's too early for them to be flowered out like this, but I would rather take early than late. So I'm gonna take this for what it is. The stand is looking really, really, really good. We're gonna take a look at the field today. I've got the drone up in the air doing some fun stuff, showing you guys all the angles. So I'm gonna just keep talking here because there's probably some really cool stuff, and I wanna just be able to show you guys because it's a lot better than what I can show you on the ground here. Like the ground, you can see a few things I'll show you guys here in a bit, but I think from the air, it just looks so cool. So let's go ahead and give you guys the grand reveal from eye level and show you guys what we got here. And what do you think? I gotta hold this mic because I lost my little corded mic, so we're doing it like news anchor style here, but we got the field. It looks really, really, really good. I can't wait to show you guys. So come on, let's go check out the sunflower field. All right, so if you guys haven't been keeping up on this whole process here, There's been 2 videos in this series. Normally, like my video series, when I do a series, it's got like 20 something videos. This one, it's not gonna have a whole heck of a lot of videos. Otherwise, you basically just be watching plants grow, and that's kind of boring. So we're just doing incremental big changes. We're standing right on the edge of the field. You can see there's tons of sunflowers, nice heads on them, bright yellow. They're all facing east. I'm curious to see them kind of throughout the day moving and following the sun like people say they do. I've never noticed that before. So as far as the sunflowers are concerned, I'm gonna kind of weasel my way through here. Yeah, they're kind of thick. So I think it kind of stunted them a little bit being so close together, but it's not too bad. In the drone, you can see that there's little gaps in the sunflowers. And it's not necessarily like a big no sunflower patch, it's just really thin, and then the weeds came up in that place. I think it has to do with broadcasting the weeds and then also using that harrow to cover the seeds. Did I say broadcasting the weeds? Broadcasting the seeds, and then using that harrow to cover them back up. I think some of the seeds just kind of moved around, or they didn't have good ground contact and whatnot. So you can see here, I'm in one of those empty patches here. I'll get to the edge of it. So yeah, there's some weeds down here, but the big plan here is before season opens, we're gonna mow everything. And so my concern was that these broadleafs were gonna cover so much dirt that we wouldn't have any bare dirt for these doves to feed on. But to my surprise, we do. So when these get mowed, there's gonna be plenty of bare dirt. Like, look at, there's just not a lot of coverage down there on the bottom. Now it is July, things can change before September, but at this point, I'm not concerned about the doves being able to find bare dirt in here because there's plenty of it. The same holds true for the empty patches all throughout the field, and even where the sunflowers are really thick, there's still some weeds in there, but we're not having a grass issue, it's just a broadleaf issue, and we couldn't spray for them. I'm not gonna have a problem giving these doves bare dirt to feed on, and that's the biggest thing. You wanna have clean ground, because these doves, they're not gonna scratch through stuff like a turkey would. They're gonna just pick up what they can easily find on the ground, so you want bare dirt with seed on it, and then they're gonna be able to find their meal easily. Now, as far as the rest of the field's concerned, I mean, it all looks pretty much the same. There's some bigger heads, but you know, they're all pretty close to that size. Over kind of more towards the middle of the field, I'll kind of see if I can work my way over there. I don't want to crush all of these. I want to have as many sunflowers as possible out here. While we're walking over to show you guys the big heads on these sunflowers, I want to tell you guys, if you haven't kept up on the series, go ahead and check out the first and second episodes, because you will probably be surprised that this sunflower field came from 2 bags of fertilizer and 1 bag of bird seed. So it's pretty reasonable for everybody to be able to do this if you have a place to do it, of course. So this is one of the good heads. You can see there's my face, there's the head. I think this one is further along than most of them. So you can see all the little pollens in there. And looks like we've even got some seeds starting in there, which is really, really, really cool. I don't know if it's too early, to be real honest with you. I'm happy with where it's at. If it's too early, it's too early. The seeds will drop down to the ground, birds will find it. It'll maybe even load up for opener, which would be really pretty awesome. It's kind of the point of the field though, is to feed the birds and help the quail and do a little bit of dove hunting, and especially helping pollinators. I mean, I'm surprised, well, it's kind of a rainy, cloudy day. No bumblebees out and about. I'm not too concerned if they seed out early and they just droop and wilt and die. Perfect, less for me to do. I don't have to round up them before I mow them. Nature's gonna just do its thing. So that would be ideal. But the plan going forward here is I need to figure out how to mow this and what kind of pattern I want to mow it in. I want to do strips, and I want to do it incrementally throughout the season, so then I can extend the life of this field and it doesn't just get eaten up in 1 week. I'm thinking maybe for opener I'll do a couple of long way strips, then come back maybe a week or 2 later and then mow a couple other strips into it, and then, you know, towards the end of September we'll just chop it all down and do a big barn burner hunt. Hopefully. Dove hunting out here in October is kind of fun because all the corn's cut and there's still birds around, so it'd be cool to get some hunts in October out here. This is kind of the area right here where the sunflowers are the biggest, kind of like right up on this hill right here. But I think it's funny when you look in the drone video, you can see the path that I went when I was spreading the seed. I did long ways on the field. Sorry, I've got to use my head to point things because I got to hold on to this mic. I went long ways, and then I came back with the rest of the seed and went short ways. So I was going east, west, and north, south, and you can see strips from where I was spreading seed. It's kind of cool. But next time I'm gonna do it completely differently. I wanted to show you guys the good looking stuff real quick. Yeah, it's about shoulder high. I'm like 5'10", so that guy back there, he's getting after it, man. He's wanting to get on top of all of them. Same with this guy right here, right there. But yeah, this is where the good stuff is. This is as far as you can see, man, just sunflowers. And this is, I don't know if I mentioned in this video, but this is an acre. So 1 acre field of sunflowers. They're doing good. So hopefully they'll keep going. I think it's gonna work out good. I think we're gonna have plenty of bare dirt. We're gonna have plenty of seed. The sunflowers are looking really good, especially for July. It was hot there for a while. We weren't getting much rain, and I was kind of getting a little bit concerned, but man, these things are native. These, I think they are. I don't know if black oil sunflowers are native, but we have native sunflowers. So, you know, they're just adapted really well to these conditions, and I think that's what's helped them do really well. They're all about, you know, kind of chest high, maybe 4.5 feet out here in the middle, a little shorter on the edges. But as far as seed production is concerned, I think it'll be pretty darn good. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like this. Give me some ideas on how to mow this, what your recommendations are. I think at this point it's just a waiting game. Hopefully we can get some more rain, get some good pollination, and get these seeds nice and big for these birds this fall. Joe, come here. Oh geez, you got the zoomies. Somebody's pumped about season starting. Jeez, oh Pete, you ready for this thing, dude? Of course, right as I start filming this video, a dove's landing in that tree out there. We are at the sunflower field. Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped up about this. Season is 3 weeks away, and it's looking really good. So, oh, Cora found the pond. Oh, she got the zoomies pretty good today. There she goes. All right, so sunflower fields looking really good. If you guys haven't been keeping up on the series, go back, check out the rest of the videos. They're not too long, but you'll see the process of this going from a bare field to being a food plot for doves. It's August, they're done flowering, seeds are produced. Now they're starting to droop and dry out. So you can see here with this guy, I don't know if I'm even gonna, there we go. We got seeds, and got quite a few of them out here. But all these heads are starting to dry out. They're still kind of wet, so a little early to mow, but it's getting close. I'd say we got probably a week and a half, 2 weeks before we're gonna start mowing all this. The water hemp, it kind of took over a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's really only bad around the edges and wherever the sunflowers didn't really take off that great. So that's good. We got a little bit of foxtail in there down here. I'll show you guys. But as far as seed production and how it's looking, I think we're in some darn good shape. I mean, doves are in here using it. I was up by the grain bins up there. There's some doves on the gravel getting some grit. So I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be a heck of a dove season. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna do a few more things that I'm gonna talk about today, but stay tuned for the next video because that's when it's all gonna go down. This is an acre of sunflowers, so it takes a little bit of walking to get down to the spot I wanna show y'all. But yeah, here's a foxtail right there. There's more of it kind of right, I don't know, 6 feet in down here. But as far as weed control goes, I think I did the best I could. Couldn't really spray anything for broadleaves on these sunflowers. And I sprayed for grasses, but I think it did okay. There's only a couple of spots. Yeah, a dove just jumped out. There's one right there too. Oh, I love that sound. Yeah, there's some doves in here. So here's what it's looking like right now. A couple weeks out from season, birds are finding it. It's not mowed yet, so that's a good sign. I was worried the birds wouldn't really get in there until it was mowed. But here's kind of the area where the weeds are pretty rough. But the thing is, the interesting thing, this is where the doves want to be, is where all the weeds and the grass. So yeah, you can see here there's a bunch of foxtail. But yeah, like right in here is where the doves want to be. They love that dead tree, and then these trees right here. That's where I've been seeing them this morning. Things can change before season, but I think I might end up sitting underneath that tree on opening morning. I think I've held off on telling you guys my major plan for a while. What's Cora doing? Venturing in the soybeans. All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna start getting materials ready to make a power line. Fake power line. I'm gonna get some T-posts, some PVC pipe, and some rope. And I think I want to string it up on this edge of the field. So we'll have the tree line on that side, and we'll have the power line on this side. And that's gonna be fantastic. I got some clip-on decoys to put on that power line. So I'm pretty pumped about it. I think it's gonna just make this even better than what it already is gonna be. I think we're in like really good shape for season. I was nervous that this wasn't gonna work out, but now that I see doves actually in the field, it's like a dream come true. So I'm gonna put the power line up. There goes another dove. I'm gonna put the power line up and put some decoys on that. And then, as you guys heard me say it earlier, there's a pond right down there. My plan for the pond is I'm gonna get some bare dirt around that bank. I wanna make an area where these doves can come in, dust themselves, and get a drink of water. So then I'll have water, dust, grit, food, and roosting and resting and perching areas. So I'll be providing everything that these doves need here at this field. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be very surprised. That's kind of what I've got going on now, is I'm gonna work on the power line here within the next coming weeks. We're gonna get the edge of this pond bank all cleaned up and looking good for the doves. And then I'd say probably about a week before season, I'm gonna get these mowed. I'm gonna mow them in strips, and then we'll be hunting. When I started this project, I didn't think that it would turn out as good as it did. We're at the dove field. It is about a week before season starts, 8 days, and the field has definitely matured. Sorry if it's a little foggy. The camera just got out of the truck. But it's all getting brown. Look at all this. I don't know. There you go. You can see it's all brown, all dried out. A lot of the seeds have popped out of this head here on the end. There's still some in there, but some of them have come off. And today is mowing day. This is like when everything kind of comes to fruition. There were some doves dancing around in the field. My uncle's got the tractor coming up. We're gonna get this field mowed and check it out and see what it looks like. So yeah, there's a dove right there. I would show you guys, but it's gone. I wanted to get this done about a week before season, get birds in it, feeding on the seeds. So it is time to rock and roll. We got the mower, we got a 15-foot brush hog. We're gonna mow it all down. mowed. We got our strips in place. Oh my gosh, this looks fantastic. I was flying the drone around and it was like the project is complete. Now it's just time for the birds. I was hoping that mowing it about a week early before the season started would allow this field to load up a little bit, and I think it will. We've got plenty of bare dirt. That was one of my biggest concerns, was getting some bare dirt for these doves to feed on, and we've got it. Check it out. Now there's a little bit of other weeds mixed in here, but I think mowing it did really, really, really good. As I was walking down here, a dove landed right here. So I think this will, based on what I've been seeing the past couple weeks and watching the birds and how they're coming into this field, I'm thinking this is where I want to hunt on opener. Still got a week. We could lose birds. We could get more birds. Who knows? But what I do know is I've done everything I can at this point. I do have a couple other things I want to do, but this was the major thing. Not doves. That's a dove. Maybe you guys caught that one. But it looks really good. I don't know what else to say. We just mowed the sunflowers. I'm just trying to make some content here, I guess, but it looks good. I just walked all the way down the field for no reason whatsoever other than just look at it. But we've done everything we can. We've got food, got some bare dirt. Maybe they'll get some grit out of there. And there's not many rocks out here, but you never know. And we've got some cover with these. So now we're gonna go ahead and get started on what I'm probably the most excited about to see how it works, the power line.
Well, good morning. It got really hot yesterday and I didn't want to pound T-posts into the ground when it was 110 degrees. So we're out here in the morning. Got 6 T-posts, got 6 pieces of conduit that I've drilled holes in the ends. Maybe you can see it. Yep, right there. And I've got 3 hanks of this rope from Walmart. It's 100 foot each clothesline rope. And I'm going to be making a power line. So as you can see in the field behind me, we've got strips mowed. Same video, so you guys just watched it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 strips. So I think I want to put the power line on this strip, the second strip in. That way I've got the trees on this side, and then I've got something kind of right towards the edge on this side, but also towards the middle, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if the birds are going to want to land over there. If I'm hunting the tree line, I can't shoot across the field. So I want to have it be kind of right in the middle to where, you know, if they're coming in to land and then eat, I'll have a shot at shooting them when they're on the power line. So that's the plan. We're going to pound these T-posts in, zip tie the conduit to it, and then run that rope through all at the same time going down the field. I think I've got enough to make it about 100 yards, so we'll see how far that gets us. Also, there's quite a few doves in this field. Not enough for me to want to call every single one of my buddies to come shoot on opening day, but definitely enough for opener. There goes one. About the gist of it right there. Went in a little angled. So gotta do that about 6 more times. Oh, I can tell it's gonna be a hot one today. That's why we're getting it done. It's like 7 o'clock. So we've got our zip ties, the conduit, and the rope. So the plan is I'm going to put the rope through all the holes that I drilled in these, give it a wrap around, and then zip tie it to the post, and move on to the next one. Do the same thing. All in all, this is costing me about $100. So really not that expensive to build one yourself if you're wanting to do this. Hopefully this video can get out before dove season opens, and a few of you guys can use my idea. It's not even my idea. I've seen other people on YouTube doing this, so can't take credit for that. I was gonna put some decoys on this thing when I was putting it up, but I've got them. They're sitting on top of the gun safe at home. I know exactly where they are. Nice. And you see, this is the thing about these hanks of rope. They unravel super easy for like the first 30 yards, and then they get all tangled. I was thinking about using like a coated cable, but this is cheaper. I don't even know if this is gonna work. There goes 2 doves. Oh my goodness. You know, the thing I'm most excited for about this field is that, one, it's on private ground, which is fantastic, but this is something that I built, which is pretty cool. And learned a lot doing it. But I think the coolest thing about it is that I'm not gonna have to hunt public on opening day. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm not a big opener guy. Okay, let's see here. I don't know how tight I need to get this thing. Call that good. Put a couple hitches around there. Let's do it that way. Just a tad too tight. Just a couple more feet. I don't know if you guys even saw that. Yeah. I got it. I got it up there. It looks really good too. On to the next one. My calculations might be a little off. This one hank of rope made it from first to second, and then 3/4 of the way from second to third. And it doesn't look like it's going to reach all the way down at the end. So I might do 2 separate segments. Didn't think about that until now. So might have to go pound the posts, pull them out and pound them in down there. But I could put a power line on this side of the field and put a power line on that side of the field, power line. You get what I'm saying. Shout out to Duck Gun Chronicles and give me a refresher on blood knot. Came in handy. Shove this in the ground a little bit. Zip tie that up. It's definitely not going to reach all the way down to the end where I got that last post put in, but I almost think I should just terminate this line at this pole and then start this new rope right there, and then stretch it all the way. I don't know. It's not like this is rocket science. I'm hoping that today is the last day that I'm really messing around in this field. I want these doves to get comfortable and start feeding in here. But it was way too hot yesterday to want to do any of this. It was miserable. I'm sure most of you guys know the weather's been pretty bad. Back to what I was saying about this field, the fact that it's not on public ground helps out a lot, just with ensuring that I'll be able to get a few good hunts out of it. But also, I don't have to worry about low birds or any of that stuff, or other people peppering me or any of that jazz. That's always fun. But should hopefully enable me to have a little bit more shooting opportunities than I would on public ground, because ain't nobody else out here. I can shoot as low as I want as long as the dog is not in front of me, which is nice. I can't tell you how many times I've been on a public field and all the birds are flying below the skyline, and you just gotta let them fly by. Probably could have used one more post. I only bought 6 pieces of conduit, so that will have to do. Birds will figure it out. My only concern is that this one is too loose. So, you know what that means. Gotta take down our beautiful masterpiece and try again. This rope has a lot of stretch into it, so that's probably why going with coated cable would have been a better idea. Not quite as much stretch on those. And there we go, guys. Power line is up. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see I put a little bit of tension on it, but I want tension on it. So it goes all the way down. There's one gap in the middle just because I didn't have enough rope, but it looks really good. I think some doves are gonna land on this thing. So kind of had to make do with what I had, but for $100 worth of materials, I think it turned out pretty good. It covers basically almost the whole length of the field. I'd say probably about 90 to 95% of the field, the power line's running through it. So it's smack in the middle. We got trees on that side, plenty of dirt and food. Let's take a look here. There's a sunflower seed right there. There's my dog, it's all hot and bothered. And all this water hemp has a bunch of seeds in it too. So there's one more thing that I want to do. I don't know if it will get done or not. That's just the nature of the beast around here. So I'm happy with where we're at. There's a dove landing in that tree right there. We did our work on the power line. It's nice and tight. I think that a bunch of birds can sit on it and they won't fall off or get scared of it, so that's good. And then hopefully when I come out to hunt, I can put some decoys on that and decoy them in and shoot them over the power line, or shoot them coming into the spinners. I don't know quite what to expect because I've never hunted in this kind of setup before. Season opens a week from today and the doves are piling in. It's not crazy numbers yet, but definitely enough to shoot a good handful of them an opener. I'd say at least 10 would be my guess, but time will tell.
Atta girl! Drop, good dog! And it's banded! Holy crap! I shot a banded dove, baby! Woo!
Well, good morning. Today's the day when everything comes to fruition. We're hunting a private dove field. Back in April, I planted this thing with black oil sunflowers, just a regular old bag of birdseed, broadcast spread it on the field, added some fertilizer, and watched it grow. I did come back a month later, sprayed for some weeds. The grass control was really good, but the broadleaf control was not existent because I couldn't spray these with any broadleaf herbicide. And then they grew, they looked really good in the summertime, nice and yellow, they all bloomed out, it looked really cool. And then they dried out, and we mowed them last week, put up the power line, and this place has loaded up. This is such a cool project. I don't know why I waited so long to do this. This is the hunt that's gonna be so meaningful to me because I put in so much work for this. I got Ding-a-ling right here next to me. I'm looking forward to working Cora. seeing how she does with doves. I'm not expecting perfection on her first hunt of the season. Since I'm on private ground, I get to shoot some spicy loads. These are lead number 8s, Remington game loads. If you guys are interested, I actually went down to the Remington factory and filmed a video on how shot shells are made there. So check that out. I'll leave it up in the cards and probably on the end screen here at the end of the video. So make sure to head over to the channel, check out that. It's shooting time right now, but haven't seen anything quite yet. Doves usually wait a little bit to fly. But I'm rocking 4 Mojo flock of flickers and 4 spinning wing decoys, and then 6 of the last pass doves from Final Approach. I got some in the tree back behind me, the one that the doves really like to land in, and I got a few out on the field stakes out there. So we'll sit tight here. I'm just kind of sitting out in the open. We'll see how this works. We'll make whatever changes need to be done. It is shooting time, and I haven't seen anything flying yet, so hopefully they'll fly here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna move some stuff here. Cora. Fetch. No, fetch. Here. Drop. Good dog. On the board, baby. Here we go. You know what? I think it's gonna be better for me to just sit in the sunflowers. I think it'll give me a little bit more time. Good girl, here. Fetch. Drop. Good. She didn't really get a great mark on that one, but she can't see me through these sunflowers, so I might need to go help her out. Back. Good girl. Here. Oh my gosh. Fetch. 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 Come on. Drop. Good dog. Grab the rest of my stuff. Unless I can shoot this dove real quick that just landed. Back. Let Dingaling go pick that one up. I need more shells. I need to grab my bag. Woo! This one's a little hectic. Drop. Good dog. Yeah, Cora found a nice little snack, it looks like. Yikes. Got some water over here for you, buddy. There you go. Are you thirsty? You thirsty? Right here. Cora! Cora's right there. She's on it. Oh, come on. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Fetch. Atta girl. Here. Fetch. Drop. Good dog.
All right, guys. We need to have a little talk here. Cora.
Cora.
Okay. Good dog, good dog, good dog. That makes 7. It's been a little bit hectic trying to juggle the dog finding birds in this kind of thick cover and trying to shoot, and it's just been a bit chaotic. I need to just slow down. I'm way too excited. This is like a second opener for me. So it's exciting because I've invested so much time into this project and finally getting to hunt. I've got 7 birds in the bag. There's probably more to come. There's been some good action. They're not really doing quite what I thought they were going to do, so maybe they'll settle into it as morning progresses. Cora, you? Cora's doing pretty good. It could be going a lot worse with her. It's not perfect. She's taking a while to find the birds, but it's just really thick cover. Might actually, after this weekend, mow another strip just to get a better area to find birds. So I'm pretty pumped. I moved up into the sunflowers to give myself maybe just a little bit more shooting opportunity. I didn't really like how I was situated back there in that fence row, so we're up here. There's no birds flying right now, but we'll give it a few minutes and maybe we'll see some more. This is just such an unconventional way of hunting my dog. I've never hunted her like this before. It's basically all blind retrieves and she's having to just sniff them out or just happen upon them. I get a decent mark, I get her in the right direction, but after that it's up to her. Oh crap. Every single time. All right, I'm prepared now. You can fly.
Let's see if these give us a shot. Yeah, they're gonna give us a shot. Cora. Back. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Good dog. Here. Drop.
Well, up to 9 already. It's pretty sweet. Wish I was shooting better, that's for sure. If you guys wouldn't mind, please drop a like on this video. It helps the video out tremendously with getting recommended to new people so they can find this channel. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Only 60% of you guys are subscribed. Heel. Oh, you're thirsty. So yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another hunting video coming out this fall. It is a great day. Get to hunt my dog, hunt my field, shoot some birds. We're up to 9. Heel. Hopefully we can get the last 6 birds pretty quick before Cora's too tuckered out to really find them. When dogs get hot, their noses don't work so good.
Stuck in a tree, buddy. Fetch. Here. Drop. Good dog. Got 10 birds so far. Oh, I don't know what I just said. Somewhere between fetch and Cora. Drop. Good dog. Good dog. Makes 11. I need 4 more. There's one coming from the right. Sit. Back. Where's your bird? Hunt it up. Fetch. Here. Fetch. Fetch. Drop. Good dog. On the right. Sit. Back. I'm gonna probably have to help her find that one. Hunt it up, hunt it up. It's a dead bird. It's a dead bird. Hunt it up. Atta girl! Drop, good dog. And it's banded! Holy crap! I shot a banded dove, baby! Woo! Atta girl! Oh my gosh! No freaking way! Talk about, holy golly! Cora, you are star of the show because that was in some thick stuff. Banded dove! Oh my, holy crap. Holy crap. All right, heel. Now I got her all excited. Back. That's 15. Oh my God. No freaking way. You got the bird? Ah, good girl. Heel. Heel. Fetch. 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 Drop. Yeah, that's a fun one. Atta girl. And more keep going. I'm hunting this tomorrow.
Have you ever been so excited that you just don't have a clue what to do? Like, I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time right now and I'm just all jittery. Shot a limit in the field. Shot a band. I'm just coming over here to, that can stay. I don't need that. I'm gonna leave the decoys out here. I need my gun case though, wherever I put that this morning. I'm a little scatterbrained right now. I want to get out of here as quick as possible because I want to get these birds in here. So I'm gonna just turn off all these spinners and just leave them out here. I don't even have words to describe this hunt. Banded dove and a limit and Cora's first band retrieve, all in the field that I spent a whole year working on and prepping for today. Such a cool hunt. This one is gonna be one that I'll remember for the rest of my life because my dog did really good today. It was difficult conditions, but she's done good. But I've got some cooking to do. We're gonna go ahead and get these all cut up, cooked up. I'll get some pictures today, but other than that, man, that was a fast hunt. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. And the birds didn't fly until at least 6:30. If you could please smash that like button on this video. Cora deserves it. She worked hard today. Just drop a like for Cora. Well, I'm deep into editing this video right now, and it looks like I didn't plug my microphone into the jack all the way, so my audio is completely toasted here. But I did shoot 2 banded doves on this hunt. I was going back, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check the rest of these birds just to see, and I'll clean them and make some poppers. And sure enough, I'm going through the bucket looking at both feet of every bird and pull out another one that's banded. They were banded locally, so that's kind of a bummer, but still really cool. Cora's first 2 band retrieves. Well, I got the Traeger set to 375, and of course we made jalapeno poppers. This is probably one of my favorite things to do for the first couple of hunts. We're gonna just cook all these bad boys up. Heck of a hunt today. Cora did great. I kind of have a better idea of what to expect when I hunt tomorrow. All in all, I think all the work that I put in for this property definitely paid off. 2 bands, a limit within an hour, really within shooting, and some great retrieves by Cora. And once again, audio is a little messed up here. The poppers were fantastic. If you guys don't put your doves in jalapeno cream cheese and wrap it in bacon and put it on the grill, you're missing out. It's a great way to cook them. But anyways, check out this video and make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Well, good morning, guys. We're in the dove field once again. It's just about shooting time, and I'm hoping it's gonna be another good one today. I brought out something special. This is my over-under. This is a CZ Upland Ultralight. I've had this for a few years, and I actually shot my first banded duck with this gun. My only banded duck, for that matter, but I just never really get an opportunity to shoot it, so I figured let's go ahead and shoot the over-under today, because we finally have a chance. In the barrel, I've got 2 different chokes. I've got a cylinder choke and an improved cylinder choke. We'll see how we like that. I mean, most of these doves are getting shot at probably 15 yards-ish, somewhere in that range, or closer. So I want to have a pretty open choke to get the best chances of hitting these birds. We got Cora here. She's gonna do good today. It's about time to rock and roll. We've got some, let's see, what were we shooting today? Remington game loads, 12 gauge, 2 3/4, number 8s. So let's go ahead and get loaded up and be ready for that first flight of doves. Here's a little tip for you guys. I always take about 5 and throw them in my pocket. You never know when you're gonna need another shell. So I always take some, put them in my pocket, and then leave the box next to my chair. Still a little bit early. I'd say we probably got about another 20 minutes or so until shooting time, so I'm gonna just sit here, drink this Mountain Ops, and watch a beautiful sunrise. I also want to give a big thank you to everybody who's been dropping likes on the videos. It's helped out tremendously. I really appreciate it. So if we can keep that trend going, let's drop some more likes on this video. I think there's a good chance we're gonna shoot a good pile today, and after shooting 2 bands yesterday, I won't be surprised if we get another one. That'd be really cool. Fingers crossed, maybe we'll get another band. 4 spinners out, got 4 flock of flickers, got 6 of those last pass doves from Final Approach. And we're just gonna sit in the same spot I sat in yesterday after I moved out of the trees. I think sitting here in these sunflowers gives me a good angle from to the right, a good angle to the left, and it gets me close enough to shoot these birds as they're starting to land onto the power line. What happened was I was sitting in the trees yesterday, and by the time I was comfortable enough to stand up and shoot, they were basically already sat down. So we're gonna be using every advantage we can today to hopefully shoot a limit of birds. And if this is your first time tuning in and you don't know the backstory of this property, this is a sunflower field that I planted and managed all summer long and got it all ready for dove season, and we hunted it yesterday. It was a banger hunt. Shot 2 bands, I got in and out pretty quick to make today's hunt good too. As I was leaving yesterday, more birds were starting to come in. So I think we'll be in good shape today. Probably won't be as heavy of action, but I think it's still gonna be pretty good.
There we go. Looks like we got one coming straight from the pond. Sit. Choke that one. Yep, here we go. Cora, you just dumped out all of your water, buddy. Atta girl. Fetch. Drop. Good dog. Now I gotta be really adamant and check for bands on every single one of these birds. Here we go. We got two coming straight down the line. Sit. Cora. Back. I don't know if that was one I downed or if that was a different bird. Kind of came up out of the sunflowers. Here. That bird, hunt it up. Hunt it up. Had a girl, here. Fetch. Drop. That's a good dog. Let's go see if we, whoa, man, I crunched his head. Let's go see if this one over here was this bird that just got up and flew off, or if I really downed one. Dead bird. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. It's a dead bird. Hunt it up. Hunt it up.
Well, that makes two. I think that bird was down and then it got up and flew and I shot it again, so that's good. We got it. Sun's out. Yesterday, once the sun popped over the trees, the hunting got pretty good, so I'm hoping the same holds true for today. Definitely slower than yesterday, but that's just kind of how it goes. We got one coming straight in here.
Sit. Oh, I got a piece of him on the right. Cora. Good girl. Fetch. Drop. That one's itty bitty. Holy crap. We got three. It's a good retrieve, dude. There we go, right in front. Back. Gotta be ready for this one to jump up. Here. Fetch. Fetch. Drop. Tell you what, I think Cora's having just a bit of a thank you for that. Thank you for knocking over my camera. Anyway, what I was saying is, I think Cora's having a bit of a feather problem. She's just kind of mouthy with them, which kind of could be what is expected. Doves just lose their feathers so darn easily. You're a good dog though. Come here. You're a good dog. You're doing really good today, buddy. You're kind of in the zone. What are you three? Oh, there's two coming right here. Back. There's a dead bird. There's a dead bird. 100 up. Ah, there you go. Here. Drop. Nicely done. I'm gonna make a move here. All right, well, we're going GoPro because Cora knocked my camera over and broke it, so that's fun. There goes about $1,000. Good job, dude. Proud of you. But I made a move. I'm sitting right here because the birds have been kind of wanting this right side a little bit, and so we'll just sit here and see what happens. That's a bummer. That makes me mad. I go through about one camera body every year just from wear and tear, but having my dog knock it over and break it, that can really get under your skin. Cora. No, fetch. Drop. Thank you. Good dog. There's one coming straight at us here. That bird, 100 up, 100 up. Oh, thank you, drop. Nice find, dude. There's two right here. Go down, go down, go down. That bird, 100 up, 100 up. Where's your bird? Where's your bird? 100 up. Atta girl! Atta girl! Here. That's a good dog. No. Here. Drop. Atta girl. Cora. What the heck happened? Why couldn't I shoot that second shell? Drop. Good dog. Had a girl. Heel. 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9. Heck yeah, man. Chipping away at him. I'm not entirely sure why I pulled the trigger and it didn't go boom. So let's try and Okay, both those shells haven't been fired. That was just a chip shot right there, and I completely blew it. There's one coming over the pond here. Come on, dove. You know you want it. Back. That one might be a little trickier to find. Hunt it up. There's that bird. Back. Back. Had a girl. Drop. Well, there's 10. 2/3 of the way there. Cora. All right, I got this camera set to 1080p instead of 4K. It's starting to overheat, so won't be able to do quite the zooming in on birds like I normally do, but I'd rather have something than nothing. Cora. Here? No, fetch. Drop. Good dog. That's a good girl. Heel. Coming from the right. Cora. He's locked up. He's committing. He's gonna come right on in here. I think Cora's getting hot. She's having a hard time finding the birds. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Dead bird. Dead bird. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. It's a dead bird. It's a dead bird. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Dead bird. Hunt it up. Good dog. Drop. We dropped one over here too, dude. There's a dead bird. Dead bird. Hunt it up. Hunt it up. Had a girl. Here. Fetch. Fetch. Drop. Good dog. Good dog. We got one left. Should be easy. I think we'll be able to pull this one off here, buddy. Back. Keep another shell in here just in case it picks up and flies off. Had a girl. Here's 15, buddy. Nice job. Dude, that's all slimy. Gross.
Well, filming on my phone now. One down, one DSLR. That really blows. But we shot our limit. Cora did really good today. She was pretty steady. She had some good marked retrieves. She was delivering to hand pretty well. She's never struggled with delivering to hand with ducks. But I think with doves, the feathers just explode in her mouth, and then she drops it and tries to pick it up again. But yeah, she did good. I trained her myself. If you guys didn't know, trained her using the Cornerstone 52 Plus program. If you do want to save some money, there's a link in the description, and you can check out Cornerstone if you're looking to train a dog yourself. I mean, it's worked really well for us. Cora just picked up 15 doves. We didn't lose any today. Pretty pumped about it. So we're gonna get her load it up in the truck, get her on some nice air conditioning. She's pretty hot right now. Now we gotta go back in the field and pick everything up. Alrighty guys, there's my limit. 15 birds by about 8:30, so definitely a little slower than yesterday, but still consistent action. Cora did fantastic today. I'm super proud of her. She kind of settled into her little groove. She's pretty steady and she had some great marks. I had to help her out a lot less today. I don't know if I was being a little bit more conservative with my shooting or what was going on. I had to have done something differently, but I think all in all, today's hunt was pretty darn good. We finished doves like right in front of me. I think I made a good choice using the cylinder tube and then the improved cylinder. So my first shot was coming out of just the plain cylinder tube, and then the second one was coming out of the improved. So I think that was a pretty darn good setup. I went through maybe like 1.5 boxes of shells, so did a little bit of shooting, but that's the best shooting percentage I've had so far this year. I don't know if it's because I'm using a 12 gauge instead of a 20 or what's going on, but yep. There you go, 15 doves today. Some good retrieves by Cora. We didn't lose any birds. It's just fantastic. She has changed the game for dove hunting with me. So I'm confident to take her on any dove hunt I go on from now on. I'm looking forward to seeing her throughout the season. I mean, she just kicked some butt the past 2 days. So I'm pretty pumped about it. If you guys haven't left a like on this video, please do. It helps out tremendously with getting this video out to other people. And you know, if we can get this video some extra views, that'd be pretty great, because I just had to replace a camera. So, you know, if we could do that, that'd be awesome. But yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments, and click this video right here if you want to watch something else. It's gonna be pretty entertaining, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Well, y'all, I'm gonna go do some mowing here. I've got to kind of clean up the field a little bit. It's getting a lot of grass growing in it, so I want to touch up some spots, then I'll mow down some more cover. After hunting it a few times, I noticed that I think it would be better if I got rid of 1 or 2 of those strips of sunflowers. I'll leave some standing for the birds, but I think it'll be a good decision to clean up the ground, get it mowed up nice and clean, get some dirt showing, and give it a nice little rest here. So we'll give it a go, see how this does. But hey, it's been a great week for the dove field, and the management does not stop after opening day. We got to make sure we keep some doves around, keep getting some good hunts, and keep managing this property. So we're gonna basically just do the same thing we did last time, except I'm gonna drive the tractor and we're gonna take care of this field. That was much needed. So I took down some more of these sunflowers here because this was really thick and it was hard to find birds in. But you can see I've got it scraped down basically to bare dirt. My intent wasn't to scatter seed. My intent was to get rid of all the grass that's grown up in these rows since we mowed. I can't mow the one underneath the power line because there's a power line there, but I did what I could, and I think this will help this field load up. I did every row except for the one with the power line in it. Yeah, I just want to throw this in a video real quick to show you guys a little update on the project. It's never ending. You always got to keep at it and do your stuff, but let's see. How was a dove coming down in here to eat? Would I find anything? Maybe a little bit right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. We'll let the sunshine hit this, dry it all out. I think it'll be really good. Maybe this will attract some more doves, make it look a little bit more enticing. I mean, this is twice as wide as it was. And if you guys have been watching the hunting videos, a lot of the birds have been falling in this row here, and a little bit in the one underneath the power line, but mostly all the retrieves are through here, so that's gonna help us out a bunch.
Good morning, guys. We're back out in the dove field again. I'm pretty pumped about this one. I don't know how much it's loaded up since I did a little cleanup work around here, but man, it looks really, really, really good. This is cut much lower. There's a lot more bare dirt. Like this is great. Got all my spinners out, the Flocka flickers, got the last pass doves from Final Approach. They're sold out, but man, they'll be back in stock next year. Super big. Got a tree clip to come with stakes, but I'm just setting them on the ground today. So I got 6 of those out there. And I'd never announced this yet, but last week I did get a coupon code for Final Approach. So I've had plenty of people ask me in the past if there's a coupon code, give me a little commission, and now there is. I'm super pumped about it. So if you go to fabrand.com/outdoorlimits, you can use the coupon code outdoorlimits, all caps, no spaces, and get 10% off your order and help me out along the way. So super pumped about that. Great brand, great decoys, been using them for years, and I haven't even been getting commission sales from it. So that's a pretty cool new thing for this year. I'm pumped about it. So if you guys want to help me out, did just replace this camera. So this is the new camera. So if you guys do want to help me out, you can order from fabrand.com. Other than that, that's about the game plan for today. I know the hype for dove hunting videos is kind of tanking. I would be teal hunting right now, but I'm not allowed to film on Kansas public land anymore. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So we're hunting my private dove field that I manage myself and built to dove hunt. I'll be out teal hunting next week. I'm going to Nebraska. So fun fact, none of my hunts this year have been in Kansas. So we're gonna keep that trend continuing today. We're gonna hunt this field and hopefully pound at them. We've been getting some migrators pushing through, so hopefully we got a few more since the last time I hunted and we can shoot some big ol' doves today. You gonna be good today, bud? You ready? Let's get this thing.
Sit. Cora. I don't know where he came from. It's been slow, 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 slow. That was the first bird in like an hour and a half. Here, fetch. Drop. And it's banded. Oh my gosh, another freaking leg band. Oh, good job, Cora. Oh, no flipping way. I'm just in disbelief at this point. I can't believe it. Another banded dove. You're in on your stripes, dude. That was a good retrieve too. A band, another freaking band. No way. I'm just in disbelief at this point. Another one, sit. Cora. Atta girl, hold. Drop, good, drop, good dog. Yeah, there's 2, baby. All right, this is picking up some steam. Maybe it just took a little bit of time. Heel.
Another leg band. This one looks like it might be a little bit older than the ones I shot on opening weekend, but it's been really slow today. Like, it is, what time is it? I've spent more time just sitting on my phone than looking around because nothing's been, it's 7:45 and I just shot my first 2 birds. So it's been just a little bit slow today, but man, they came in just like I thought they would. It's freaking banded. I'm just, hold on, there's another one coming.
Sit. No. Oh well.
Well, just got another one. It's gonna heat up. I think it's got something to do with the sunshine or so. I don't know. There was like no birds flying real early today. and now it's actually starting. So I was thinking I was gonna get skunked and not get a video out of this, but man, we shot a banded dove and then 2 others. I should probably check that one again. Double check this, not banded, but yeah, I whiffed on that first shot, but luckily I got on the second. Dingling needs to learn to sit and wait for her name to get called, but right here, there's another. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. They're actually flying today.
Here we go, on the right, sit. Cora! Can't believe I missed that first one, but he was dipping and diving and dodging. Doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm shooting these heavy dove loads from Remington, and they absolutely slap. I don't know what's different between these dove loads and the game loads I had been shooting, but man, I noticed a huge difference between them. Sometimes it takes her a little bit to find them. I don't know if there's a lot of scent out there from other birds falling, but she should be right in that same area. Hunt it up. Atta girl. Atta girl. Hold. Drop. Nicely done, buddy. That was a great retrieve. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. You held it all the way back. Come here, dude. Come here. Come here. Yeah, that's a good dog. That's a good dog. Oh, I'm so happy today, guys. This has been just unreal. This field and just the situation I'm in this year, it's been a bit nerve-wracking, but man, it just feels like prayers are being answered, and it feels good. I don't like to get too preachy on this channel. I never do, but you know, I just gotta say, it feels like prayers are being answered, and it feels pretty darn good. That's all I gotta say about that.
Well, that's gonna wrap up this morning's hunt. I might go chase some pigeons that I saw land over there. Pigeons are not wanting to come over here, which is kind of surprising, but I don't know, I might go spend 30 minutes, sit over there and see if I can get a pigeon or two. But overall, man, today was pretty eventful. A banded dove and then 3 others, so we ended with 4. Not lights out numbers here, but you know what, this field definitely needs a rest. I'm not gonna hunt it for probably 2.5 weeks now, so I think we might get a few more hunts out of this field, but I've got some trips planned and things to do, so I'm gonna try and make it up here when I can. But this field definitely needs to rest. It needs to load back up, and we'll be shooting them again in here, hopefully at the end of September, maybe into October. We'll see. I think mowing this helped out tremendously. I mean, I didn't have to get up and help Cora find any birds today. She pushed through that cover, found them in the grass. If they landed out here, she was good. Like anywhere in this field now, I feel like she's pretty confident running and finding the birds. And she did really good today. She did break, but that's okay. Not a dove. I don't want her to make a habit out of breaking, but man, sometimes she just goes. She doesn't break on the shot though. She breaks when the bird falls. So could be worse, definitely could be better. Little things to improve upon. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this one up here if I don't get any pigeons. So if you guys enjoyed it, leave me a like on this video. You guys always smash that like button for me, so keep it going. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and make sure to click this video right here. Check it out. You're probably gonna like it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.